Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Dream. I'm gonna try to do a little reading. I'm gonna do a little reading. I'm gonna make it like a collective reading. So this will be collective energy that's going on currently. Whenever you watch this video, something in this video I say will resonate with you. Whenever you watch this video, okay? Today is December the 6th. Okay, and it's about 6 p.m. my time. All right. All right, a collective reading. Help me tap into the energy as a collective. What is going on overall? So when I say collective, the overall energy. What's going on in the field? What's going on in the field? Yes. More people are tapped in than not. Okay? No matter what degree or what level, if you want to stay on a level, no matter the height, the dimension, or the level, there is more people tapped in than not, okay? There is more light shining or available than darkness, okay? The light is illuminating the darkness, the vast darkness has been illuminated by light. So there is more individuals desiring, attempting to do good than people that desire to do evil, to do bad. That's overall. And that's a good thing. What you trying to get? Oh. Okay, I don't have any cash. See if Jordan had. I don't think Jordan have cash either. She what? You said she already gave it to you? So with that being said, that's probably hard to believe. Okay? Because I'll tell you what it is that you're experiencing or seeing. Okay? Because what I just said is what's going on energetically. So when things are energetic, that is what you can feel. That's what needs to be tapped into. Okay? That's not necessarily what you can touch and feel. When something is energetic, often that cannot be seen with the naked eye. You can only see that if you're what they call tapped in, tuned in. All right? Now, but what you will be seeing with the naked eye, what is literally going on around you, is chaos. Straight chaos. A lot of this chaos is going to be coming from your children. You have teenagers. Straight disrespect. That's what you're actually experiencing. Because along with all these, all this energy, the combination of energy, it affects everyone differently. And a lot of times who takes the hit energetically worse than anyone are the children. And not just the children, but the teenagers. Because we all know anyone that has passed that stage, being a teenager can be the most, man, it could be the most difficult time of life. All right. Developing your identity, coming out of childhood, entering into young adulthood, entering into adulthood, 18, 19. So you're entering into adulthood. And it could be the most frustrating time of life, being a teenager. So I would say, I'm saying that to, if I'm speaking to parents, guardians, anyone, yeah. Allow this time to be a time of compassion, of more compassion, more patience with our children, with our teenagers. All right? With our indigos. Something you can Google, I actually have videos on it. Our indigo children. All right? They don't do things like we do them. They don't process things like we process them. All right? Their minds are not set up like our minds were set up when we were teenagers. It's just not, they weren't born into the same type of environment as the environment was when we were teenagers. They were born into a whole different type of environment. Okay? So the way they handle things and deal with things is way different than the way that we can handle and deal with things when we were teenagers. When dealing with children, what I say, this is just my perspective, what I say. I don't necessarily deal with my children the way that I was dealt with as a teenager. I don't necessarily discipline my children the way that I was disciplined as a child. Because a lot of that stuff I didn't like, I didn't agree with, wasn't helpful to me. It wasn't good. I didn't appreciate the way that I was disciplined or treated. So why would I treat my children like that and say, well, that's just how we do. Grandma did it, mama did it, and so that's just how I do it. No. I didn't necessarily like how mama disciplined me in that way. So I'm not going to keep that teaching and pass it on to my children. I'm going to implement a new way of disciplining my children. My way. All right. The light, nature, get outside. You want to know what I saw? Let me tell you what I seen. This was about 3 weeks ago. Um, the weather was good. It was pretty good outside. It was pretty nice. And I saw some children. It's about 3 or 4 children outside playing. I think one had a basketball. It was another one like riding on a bike or like a scooter or something. Like none of them had phones in their hands. None of them had phones in their hands. Like I think one may have been chasing the other one. Like I seen that with my eyes, and that for me was it reminded me of back in the day. Because children don't go outside anymore. We got to get outside. We have to get these children outside in nature. What is so important and special about nature? It's the energy that nature carries. Starting with the sun, that yellow bright energy that the sun emits into the air, into the atmosphere, increases your dopamine. It's an uplifting. All right? Down to the green grass. The color green is for the heart chakra. I will be getting too deep if I talked about the codes that the leaves and the branches on the tree lets out as you breathe it in, as you take it in, listening to the different noises and sounds of nature, that it has its own frequency. If you have even listened to frequency music, nature sounds on YouTube, like people have channels set up around letting out the sounds of nature, whether it be the birds, the raindrops, the leaves whistling. Like all of that is a sound. All sounds has a certain type of frequency. I don't want to go too deep on y'all now. You got to get outside. Now I know what you're going to say. It's cold outside. That's even better. The cold weather, it's even better. If you need, let's say your energy been a little low. You've been unmotivated. You might be getting a little down, maybe a little depressed, which they say happens around the Christmas holidays and the cold season. But it's something about the cold air all right? The mixing of the cold air in with your body, the energy that your body has and carries. I'm trying to explain it. Like it's something that got to be tried. Try it. Everything can't be taught. So let me say some things can't be taught. You need to try it. Go out there and take some deep breaths in the cold. I mean, maybe it's with your proper attire. You want to put on a coat, some long sleeve, your hoodie or something. Put a little head over your head. You know, you don't have proper attire on. You know, you don't want to go out there in no t-shirt, perhaps. Excuse me. Okay. This child. Teenager child. Maybe this child is a Pisces. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces child. Okay. Okay, give me something else. Give me something else for collective energy. Tell me something good. Okay. So it's like, yeah. All right. I was just going to talk about this a little bit, and then the card beginner came out. Doing something that you have never done before. Trying something that you've never even thought of wanting to do. But you like, ding, you get this idea. And you know, you're like, I don't know how to do that. So, you know, that's the way it's been. Like, you know, I don't know how to do that. So, you know, you might continue to do something that you know how to do real well. But you're coming up with ideas. Ideas, I say you're coming up with them, but they're literally just ding, popping in your head. Certain ideas, things that you've never really thought about before, and you begin to think about them. I want you to try them. I want you to try them. You know, don't even try it like with any intention, like I'm gonna do this so that I could try to do that and do this, do that. No, do it because the idea came to you. Do it just to see, just to try, you know, just for the experience. Yeah. So I could say that about braiding my hair. So this is my second time. Well, all together in life, this would be my third time braiding my own hair. So this was a few years ago. A few years ago was my first time I braided my hair. It was all right, but it wasn't good enough to where I was like, I'm gonna do it again. But so no, like I wouldn't have represented that. Like but I just did it. I just tried something and I did it. So that was years ago. So then about a month ago, I had my kids actually told me about a new method, a new way of braiding hair. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that. You know, I was just thinking about it, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna actually try it. I'm gonna do it. And I did it, and I was so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself. I was proud of the work that I did. Like, I feel like it's something I could represent. Like, in me, myself, y'all, you have to be honest with yourself. And it's okay. Like, no matter which way you go with the honesty, you got to be honest with yourself. Right? Sometimes it's not the easiest pill to swallow. You know, you have to remove that. You have to decrease that ego. You have to remove that pride, you know, to see the truth. And it's not easy all the time. Okay? But I try to be honest with myself. So, like, if my work ain't that good, then I'm telling myself, like, nah, that ain't good. So when I was doing the braids, I mean, I had a few braids I wasn't proud of. I redid over, you know, like any of them that I wasn't proud of myself. Like, I don't know how they might look to somebody else, but to me, like, I just like redid over. So like, this is my third attempt doing braids. Did my own braids, and like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I really could represent this, you know. But it's like practice. They say practice make perfect. So like right now I'm just in the practicing stage. Like I'm just enjoying the process of doing them. Like I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna do next, you know. So like I'm really just like trying stuff. Like this time I even added bees. Like, you know, anybody know me, I just like to be different. So I like to like do stuff like that a lot of people ain't did, like people are not doing. Like I like to do the stuff that's like not trending. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like supposed to be like, man, what did she do? Like, what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So I don't know if it looked right or good to anybody else. I don't know. Like, I didn't check to ask anybody else. But I like it. I like it. Like, I actually love it. And this is actually a couple weeks old. You know. So I'm seeing where I could do better at. I'm seeing where my mistakes was at. I'm seeing, you know. So this is just me trying something new. And I actually had the best time. I was proud of myself. So, give yourself that moment to try something new. And just see how it goes. Maybe you're not going to like it. Maybe you're not going to like it. But it's the fact that you tried it. So, I'm really into trying new things. But I really love that. And I don't think you're going to find nobody else hair quite like this. So, like, I got the locks here going on. I got the regular braids going on. Then I put beads at the end. Even the coloring I felt like was different. The color scheme together was different. And I got like 3 different colors in there. Like, this is like custom. Yeah, you're not gonna find anybody else here like this. So yeah, I'm gonna just move you guys to try something new this week or this month. So okay, then we got the Ragu dripping. Ragu dripping. That actually came out first. Ragu dripping, then beginner. So it's like I keep practicing with the braids. I keep practicing. I keep asking questions, like I'm asking my kids questions. I'm watching the YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? If I continue to do that, what I have done is added on another craft. I've added on another like another thing that I can do. Like, so you add on, like, I can do this, I can do that, I do that well, I'll be doing that too. And now I do braids. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try some new things so that you can add on to your resume. Okay? So, Ragu dripping. That's exactly what it is. Like, dripping. You got that sauce, okay? You're dripping straight Ragu. You hear me? So, no matter what it look like, no matter what they saying, what they talking about, it don't matter what folks' opinion really don't matter. Okay? But I'm telling you now, you dripping. You got the sauce, okay? We got Pisces out here again. So we got Pisces out here again, along with entangled mint. Entangled mint. What the hell? I wonder what's going on astrology wise. Pisces. Got Prey out here. Got Liar at the bottom of the deck. Teenager again. Don't trust it. Whew, I'm just not getting the best energy off of this Pisces. Okay, something else that this could be is because the timing for Pisces is March, end of February, March. So maybe that's just a month that you want to look out for. That timing, the end of February and March, Pisces season. That's a time that you want to just be a little more observant, a little more mindful. I have bad health at the bottom of the deck. If this is not futuristic, then this is the month of March. Maybe you wasn't in the best of health. You got some bad news as far as your health goes. Yeah. So we got beginner and dripping Ragu, and then instantly we got Pisces out with all of this stuff that doesn't look good. So got Superman and Clark Kent. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah, for the overall collective. What's up with this Pisces or Pisces energy? So I'm gonna put all my cards back in and leave nothing but Pisces, and I want to get a breakdown on what this is with Pisces, and then we're gonna try to end this, okay? But I'm nosy, and I want to know about this Pisces or Pisces energy. What is it exactly? Like, what does the collective need to know, or need to see, or need to do, dealing with Pisces or the Pisces energy, the Pisces season? Divorce. It says read more. So with that read more, which I personally I have been seeing read more a lot. But really what I'm picking up on now is like paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities. You know, not every sign and synchronicity that you see is meant that it's for you. I know what I've experienced is seeing signs and synchronicities and then having a strong inner knowing. And what I had to be enlightened to is that you never overrule your intuition, your inner knowing with what you see. So like that became that, yeah. I had to be enlightened to that. So perhaps that is for you or for someone. You never allow the synchronicities. You never allow anything outside of you what you see. I don't care if you see 20 times in one day. I don't care if you see a dove kissing a ladybug. Don't allow that you see to overrule what you strongly know within yourself. Like, you're like, no, I'm really feeling like, but then you start seeing other stuff that goes against it. You're going to believe yourself. Okay? You're right. Because you're multidimensional. Multidimensional. Yeah, so you're able to be here, there, and everywhere. Wherever you go, you leave a bit of your energy. Whoever you talk to, you leave a bit of your energy. Whatever you experience, you leave a bit of your energy. When you go to sleep, you in your head, you're there, you're lying in that bed, but your spirit is roaming. You are not confined to your body. Can a person be in two places at once? Yes, I believe so. Multidimensional. That's another video. A lot of times sometimes I am when it comes to decision making, I get torn. I get torn between heart and mind. Sometimes I get really torn. I get torn between sometimes I even allow like guilt to like set in. I get I allow my heartstrings to be tugged at. But you want to know how I make my ending decision. How I finalize my decision, how I just make a decision, I roll with it. I just wait to see the outcome. This is my decision and this is it. Almost like Judge Judy, I bang the gavel. Like, this is my decision. And I bang the gavel myself in my own life, in my own decision. And how my ending factor is always, because let's say I got two things I'm deciding from. Ooh, I just don't, what should I do? What's best? My ending, how I finally make my decision, I end with, what do you want to do? That's what I ask myself. What is it that you want to do? What do you want to happen? What would you like to do? Which one? When you say, oh, I could do this or I could do that, like what do you want to do? That's how I make my final decision. Because I don't feel like I'm being forced or pushed. I don't feel like I'm it's no forcing or pushing. Like this is freaking what I want to do. Like, I see y'all saying I got this and I got that, but this is what I freaking want. Like, this is what I want to do right here. Then you want to know what my decision is? That's how I decide. So I always say, I'm going to do what I want. It ain't that I ain't thought about it. It ain't that I ain't prayed on it. It ain't that I ain't weighed it out and tried to see, what would be good for everyone involved. It's not that. It's not that I'm being selfish. But after I'm done with all of that, I have to live with the consequences. So I say, I'm going to do what I want to do. Always. And you might not get what you want all the time. But hey, if you keep making your decisions that way, something's going to go exactly your way. Something, at least one thing. Kiss me in well balance. Kiss me. Well balanced. I don't know. We're going to end with that because we at 33 minutes, okay? I think that was a good reading. I'm probably go back and watch these readings before I give it a name, a topic. Okay? But when I tell you everything all good to the good, yo. You hear me? Yeah. Yep. Keep learning them lessons. Keep learning them lessons. And try something new, y'all. Try something new. It don't matter if you don't perfect it and do it perfect.